crowd at the Conservative rally today were very vocal about where their support lies. Prime Minister Stephen Harper was at the Mississauga Convention Centre to announce key points of his campaign. Students have reportedly had difficulties attending recent Conservative rallies, some saying because they were associated with other parties. However, the Conservatives have since apologized. Humber TV News was the only student news outlet in attendance today and the first students to interview the Prime Minister one-on-one since the election began. Mr. Prime Minister, you touched a little bit today out in your campaign platform there on education, and we were just wondering as students a little bit more about what you plan to do for education and how do you plan on appealing to student voters?
Well, first of all, I think I should talk about some of the things we have done because I think it's pretty important. We've provided record increases in post-secondary education support to our provinces. Previous government had cut those back. We've increased it. We've done some specific things for students and their families, tax credits for bursaries, tax credits for textbooks, tax credits for those who use transit. We've had a special summer jobs program during the recession. In this particular platform, we're talking about enhancing access to student loans for families and for students, including for part-time students. We're putting a lot of money, we have been past years and this year again, into research facilities so that our post-secondary institutions are strong and have cutting-edge research and education available for people. Well, these are all, small and big things we've done for students, but the big picture is this, and I always want to emphasize this. I think the most important thing we want to do for students is make sure that our economy is strong and that they will have jobs when they leave school, jobs in the fields they're studying. I remember when I was, your age, much younger, the biggest worry in those days was that even though governments were putting money into education, unemployment rates were double-digit, and you didn't know if you would get any kind of work when you graduated. People were often staying in school simply because they couldn't find work. And that's something we want to change, that we want to make sure that all the great education we're doing turns out to be a lifetime of rewarding employment for people. So that's really our objective.
Harper also spoke about education and financial support for students with a high school student from the area. With the election less than a month away, Stephen Harper touched on some key points at the Conservative rally today, such as tax breaks for families and keeping our streets safer. It's with campaign promises like these that Stephen Harper hopes to win a Conservative majority government come May 2nd. Kathleen Peroff, Humber News.